Hello and welcome to the best smash ups and smash up. Today we're looking at the Ignobles deck. This deck came out in the Cease and Desist expansion, and as you see, they're based on Game of Thrones, a show that I very much love. I would love to love this deck because I love this show, I love the mechanics, but I have yet to win with them, so I'm always a little reluctant to try them. Honestly, when I've tried some of these combos, they actually did have the synergy that we're going to talk about today, but I didn't win with them, and that's because, admittedly, I was going against something like zombie aliens, for instance. Nonetheless, today we're going to be looking at the mechanics of the deck, and we're going to be looking at some factions that pair well with them. Let's get started. The Ignobles deck is a standard deck. You have 10 minions, 10 action, 4 2s, your 3 3s, your 2 4s, and your 1 5. But let's talk about the mechanics. The first mechanic is giving control of your minions in order to do something. One of the weirdest mechanics in the games, I'll say. First off, you'll be able to give control of minions in order to play more minions, most notably in your sneaky squires. Give control of a minion to another player to play an extra minion. Not to mention your repaying debts, which also will let you play an extra minion. They also let you draw 2 cards after you give control of a minion. That's awesome. Your Aunt of Drakes will also allow you to draw a card when you give control of a minion, and she'll let you play an extra action as well, and that's a talent, so having her out is really nice. The weirdest of the batch, you've got these 3 betrothed cards, which are going to give you an extra victory point if another player wins while controlling them. And then you've got Hostage Exchange. This action allows you to give another player control of one of your minions to take control of one of their minions of equal or less power. Now, by itself, this mechanic seems a bit strange. Yes, you're getting benefits, but you're giving control of your minions to other people. That's less power for you, more power for them. And there are 11 ways you can give control of your minions. Fortunately, that takes us to mechanic 2, which is taking back control of those minions. What's nice about taking things back is you get the benefits of your cards, and then you get the minion you just gave away back as well. There are 6 cards that are going to allow you to do this. Your 2 Foots of the King. Ongoing, at the end of your turn, you may take control of a minion you own. You'll want to leave these guys out the whole game, because then you can just, give away Sneaky Squire, play an extra minion, take it back. You've got to activate the Spies, take control of a minion you own, play an extra action. So get one of these guys back, and then you can play another one. This is your super take back card. Take control of any number of minions you own, Banner Call. And in case you want to surprise people, the Inevitable Betrayal. Special before base scores, take control of a minion you own there. At this point, you have 3 more cards in your deck. What category do they fall under? 2 of them fall under what I call Mass Destruction. Okay, each player destroys a minion they own, destroy a minion you own, and all minions with less power on the same base. This will really change the board up. So will this. It's not really destruction, it's returning, but we'll put it in the same category. Out of sight, each player returns a minion they own to their hand. So these 3 cards will change up the board a bit. But let's move on to the best faction pairings with the Ignobles. The first we're going to be looking at today is the Ignoble Elves. One of the cool things this combos can do is you can actually use your Flower Childs even more effectively from your elf deck. You may give another player control of this minion until it leaves play to take control of one of that player's minions of power 3 or less until it leaves play. So this can be nice in a situation like this. You play your Flower Child, you get their Water Lily, which would be great by the way. And then you can play something like activate the Spy, and you get your Flower Child back, and you have an extra action too. So yeah, the Flower Child combos are really fun. You also should be able to use your betrothed cards more effectively here by, in this situation, giving it to your opponent. And now if you want to make it so that your opponent wins the base, you can play something like Helping Hands. There are plenty of cards to give your opponent power, but this one's a great one. +2 power to your opponent, -2 power for you. Now they're in the lead, and if it's scoring, then you can play something like Run Away More. Play before base scores, move any number of minions from that base to another base. So I'm voluntarily taking 2nd place here anyways, because I want my betrothed victory point, and I get to move you over here and get you on another base. Also, since you're going to be playing a lot of cards with the Ignobles often, it's nice to have some card draw, and the elves have 4 cards that are going to help you get those extra card draws, in addition to your extra card draws that you get from the Ignobles. So, it's a nice pair. I mean, I wasn't able to beat alien zombies with it, but, you know. Next, we have the Ignoble Itty Critters. Game of Thrones and Pokemon. I mean, how could you not like this? One fun thing about this deck is it's easy to get some crazy chains because of those sneaky squires. You drop down your Critter Coach, for instance, you can search your deck for a sneaky squire, play it, give control of it to something else, play another minion. Okay, Critter Coach, search your deck again. Oh, look, another sneaky squire, play it, give control, play an extra minion, crack a toad. Want to get your sneaky squires pack, play your banner call, and now I have them all. And that's 15 plus 2, 17 in one turn. And then your Rainbarok is also going to help in getting those sneaky squires back from your discard pile into your deck. It's also worth noting your I Select You is going to be great at getting your Betrothed card out. Search your deck for a minion of power 3 or less and play it as an extra minion. If you control it at the end of your turn, place it on the bottom of your deck and you get it back after you get some points from it. And your evolution cards are going to be particularly helpful as well. Choose one of your minions, destroy it to either play Rainbarok there or search your deck for a minion with up to 1 more power and play it there as an extra minion. This will be nice for getting your Foot of the Kings out, which if you don't have at the top of your deck early on in the game, you want them there because your deck doesn't work very well without these guys. And of course your Anne of Drakes can come out this way as well, and she's crucial to success as well. And finally, the last pairing we're going to look at today is the Ignoble Kitty Cats. There's nothing quite like giving control of your minions and taking them back, and taking control of other people's minions. You can have some huge swings with these 2 guys right here. The cats have a lot of cards that are going to take control of a minion of power 3 or less, or sometimes even as a talent. This is going to make it so that some of these actions and so that this talent don't hurt you as much, but you still get the benefits of it. If you play Muffin, you can take control of this Water Lily here, and it's only going to be here until the end of the turn anyway, so if you're not going to be breaking the base, when you play something like Repaying Debts, give control of one of your minions to another player to draw 2 cards and play an extra minion. Now you get to draw those 2 cards, and you get to play an extra minion, and you know, nothing really changed here. So that's going to work for Hostage Exchange as well, and for Anne of Drake's talent. Your Can Has Cheeseburger card also acts like another Inevitable Betrayal card, so that you can play these both as specials, and you can take, you know, 2 minions right when your opponent is trying to score the base. There are just going to be more opportunities for Catfight to be effective, where you can take control of somebody else's minion, destroy it, and then you get cards, which of course the Ignobles also need card draw, so this will be good for them. Your Grumpiness and your Hissy Fits, which are going to lower your opponent's power, will pair especially well with your Hostage Exchange card, which so that you can lower your opponent's minions' power and get a bigger bang for your buck here. Or Red Birthday Party, destroy a minion you own and all minions with less power on the same base. So yeah, if you end up playing the Ignobles, you should definitely try out the Elves, Itty Critters, and the Kitty Cats. Hope you enjoyed my video. I want to give special shout outs first to Descopado, who suggested the Elves, Ardefina, who suggested the Itty Critters, and WimD, who suggested the Kitty Cats. Please go ahead and leave some comments in the comment section, either here on my video or on Reddit, letting me know what you think about the factions that we went through today. Next time we'll be talking about the Changer Bots. This is a fun deck. I actually don't care at all about Transformers. I never watched it growing up, and Michael Bay's movies were pretty terrible. But nonetheless, we're gonna go through it. I guess to conclude and smash up news, it sounds like the sheep are on their way. Very excited to get my sheep deck. If you haven't filled out the survey, it's too late. Sorry for you. Don't forget to join the conversation on Reddit. I love hearing y'all's input and feedback. I'm sorry that the videos are coming at a much slower pace than they used to, but, you know, life. So yeah, stop by Reddit, leave some comments, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. I Lannister always pays his debts.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Khaleesi, I love you. No man who has to say I'm the king is a king.